What's up guys, and welcome to my first tutorial of the year. Today we're going to create a realistic map transition using Google Maps and After Effects. This effect is heavily inspired by Grand Theft Auto 5 and I use it a lot in my videos. I've had tons of people reaching out to me about making a tutorial on this effect, so let's get started. And by the way, this effect can only be done in After Effects and other visual effects softwares, not Premiere or Final Cut Pro. And the reason for that is that we're going to make all of the layers 3D. We're going to have a map at the bottom, bring the clouds up in the sky, and then we're going to animate the plane going through our scene, and then we're going to animate a camera going through those layers. It sounds kind of difficult, but it's actually not. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is to open up your web browser and go to Google Maps. Search up the location you want to use. Click this left button in the corner and press labels off. Center the location you want to zoom out of and take a screenshot. Zoom out and take another screenshot. We're going to move the map, and in this case to the left, and take another screenshot. Zoom in and take a new screenshot. So now we have 4 screenshots to play around with. The next thing you want to do is to go to the link below and download my free pack. It should take about 20 seconds. In the pack you'll find clouds, planes, and choppers, and also the screenshots I just took. So go ahead and download the pack, and in the meantime I'm just going to wait here. Okay, so now we're going to open up After Effects. Drag the folder and the screenshots into the project. Make a new composition. We're just going to make it HD and 7 seconds long. The first thing you want to do is to drag 2 of the screenshots down in the timeline. The screenshot that is closest to the ground should be on the top, and you want to scale them to make them fit each other. We're doing this so that we don't lose quality when we zoom in and out. And notice that you can lower the opacity on the top layer by hitting T on your keyboard. That makes it easier to line it up with the other screenshot. This looks really good, and notice the difference in the quality when I turn the layer on and off. The next thing we're going to do is to link the screenshots to a null object. Go to Layer, New, and Null Object. Select the layers and link them to the null object with this button. So now we can move both of the screenshots just by moving the null object. Drag in the next screenshot and align it with the rest. This looks really good. And remember to attach the screenshot to the null object when you're done. Okay, last and final screenshot. I'm just gonna zoom in and make it fit. And remember that this doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you don't see the edges of the layer. Okay, this looks really good. And now we have a map that we can zoom in and out of without losing quality. So now we're going to use the null object to center the point where we want to zoom out of. You can turn on the title action save to make it easier to find the center. This looks about right. Okay, so now we're going to make all of the layers 3D and create a new camera. Select all the layers and hit this button right here. The layers are now 3D. To create a camera, we want to go up to Layer, New, and hit New Camera. You want to scroll about a second into your composition, select the camera layer and hit P. We're going to make a keyframe, then we're going to scroll forward about a second and start dragging the camera away from the map, like this. Then we're going to scroll forward for about a second and a half and drag the camera away from the map, just a little bit more. We have now created the first part of the animation. Then we're going to go down to the null object, hit P, and create a new keyframe. We're going to scroll forward for about half a second and move the map to the place you want to zoom in. You want to make sure that it's in the center. We're going to add a new keyframe to the camera layer, scroll forward about a second, and start dragging the camera a little bit closer to the map. Then we're going to go forward another second and drag the camera all the way down so that the screenshot fills the frame. Let's play it back. Okay, this looks really good. To add more smoothness to the animation, we're going to add easy ease to some of the keyframes. We're going to add it to the first one, easy ease, and to the 2 in the middle, and the last one. Okay, now it looks really good. Okay, it's time to add the clouds. You want to go to the middle of your timeline and drag down the cloud photo. Make the layer 3D and link it to the null object. It currently sticks to our map. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring it up in the air. Select the layer, hit P, and drag it up in C space. Minus 40,000 should do it. You just have to play around with it to make it look good. Let's play it back. Okay, this looks amazing. Now we can just duplicate the cloud layer and simply add as many clouds as we want to. You can change the scale and the rotation to make the clouds look different. Okay, this looks really good. Let's play it back. As a final touch, I like to add a plane or a chopper to the animation. I'm gonna drag the plane down in the timeline, just like we did with the cloud. Make the layer 3D and link it to the null object. Hit P and bring it up in the air. Maybe around minus 3000, just under the clouds. You wanna animate the plane so that it looks like it moves forward. To do this, we're gonna add a keyframe to the position. Scrub forward about 2 seconds and drag the plane in the direction you want it to fly. You just have to play around with it to make it look good. Let's play it back. Okay, this looks really good. As a final touch, I'm gonna add motion blur to all of the layers, just like that. Let's play it back. Okay, this looks great. Ah, that's the bell. You know what that means? That was all we had time for today. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is the type of effect that you can play around with forever. You can add rotation to the camera, add planes, trains, cars, you name it, whatever. You can even play around with 3D. Anyways, if you want to see more stuff like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon.